Hi there, my name is Damian and I am creating this video so that we can request permission for the application Synchronicity, which is a Google Calendar Workspace add-on. So per previous requirements, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know that I have this question of what is the URL that you want to know. I can share with you my production script URL. I can also share with you the deployment head deployment ID, web app URL, although this is not the way it works, and the deployment ID. Not sure what is it that you might request because we don't have a concrete website where you can like search the item in a distinct URL. I just hit install, so now I will be able to see it on Google Calendar, and it will request my permission to my authorization. So here it is, it pops out. This perhaps would be the URL where you wanna where the authorization is normally created by me, but this is automatically provided by Workspace add-on. So I just hit authorize access. Here is an additional URL which I don't know if it is valuable to you guys. This seems pretty codified. So I'm gonna go ahead and approve the request, and I'm gonna use a snapshot so that we can cross off the permissions as we display how we use them. Okay, I'm gonna hit allow, and there we go. Next thing is to go to the app and see how it works. Okay, I'll tell you what this tool does. Bottom line, it searches for available time in your calendars. So by default, it's gonna search 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. General idea is that you can just open the application and look at this window and say like, oh, most of the week I have free, short of Wednesday. What happens Wednesday? Okay, Wednesday the 11th, I have free from 9 a.m. to noon, but at 1 I have a commitment, and then I have available from 2 to 5. So that's what it's telling me here. Monday the 9th, it is also telling me that it's not full availability. It's 9 to 4. So this information that I have here is essentially just the addition of my availability in the calendar. The nice features about this is that you can consider multiple calendars. For example, I've created this somewhat complicated calendar, and what I will do is just go to my query settings, and here's where we can see the calendars that we have access to. And talking about crossing off permissions, we are seeing right now runs calendar add-on. This is okay. View events on all your calendars. This is the core functionality of the application. We are querying the events to create timetables to create that output. See and download any calendar you have access to the calendar. Well, this is so that we can actually provide the users for the settings. So as I was saying, I hit test calendar, and now the availability is gonna consider the events on this test calendar. Oh, I think that I also have to consider more settings, like this test calendar I did not create, so I'm not the owner, nor I was invited, so I'm not yes. Most likely I'm gonna be no. So well, now that I have made those updates, I can refresh the availability. And on top of my base calendar, it is going to consider the test calendar on the output that it's scripting. And there we go. So we still have that Monday that it's on 4 p.m. because we have this event. But it is also considering 9 through 11. So it's telling me that I have 9 through 11, then there's an event, and then there's noon through 4. It is now considering both calendars. a third party can share the calendar with you so that it can add up to your query. So you would, I mean, this person already shared their calendar information with me, and I'm gonna go ahead here. Oh, I hit refresh a little bit. But what I wanted to do was hit query settings and also consider that one. I haven't bound those two, so there we go. And now her events will be considered as well. So that's what the application does. It kind of analyzes multiple calendars and creates this script for you. You can choose what to consider, what not to consider. And in the event that there is a calendar that is outside of your circle, like for example, my business partner has shared this information with me, but I cannot see it here because it's only like free busy information that is shared. So I find him on here, I hit his email, and now my output is going to be added and considered to the output that he had created. So in essence, he had 14 events, but like that were considered, none of those were in one of our free time slots. So there were no, how can I say this? Additional blocks of time that were discounted in our total result because of his availability. That's how we use the contacts feature. If he had had activities in my time range, even when I cannot see them here, they would have been verified over here. So that's kind of like what we use the contacts for, so that you can like pick up from your contact list, especially Gmail accounts, which are the ones that are prone to 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 have shared this information with you or to share it publicly. You could also just write in here a public Google calendar, and that's pretty much about it. So that's pretty much what we use for the contacts, to pull out the email list of people that is at Gmail, so that you can like pick it up from the drop down based on your usage patterns. Connect to external service happens because this query for FreeBC of a calendar happens not through the Google Apps Scripts API, but through the general calendar API. So that requires a call. And the second reason to connect to an external service is that if you happen to have a malfunction, you can hit send error report, and it's going to send me an email with the details of your last query, so that I can like kind of troubleshoot along with you the subject. So those are the two reasons to connect to an external service. And finally, country, language, and time zone. This is because you can actually adjust the output, so that if the target person that you want to share this information with sits in a different time zone, you can like adjust for it, and the output is going to go ahead and reflect that. So we are constantly querying your time zone because we want to know what time zone your calendar is in. If you change your calendar time zone, the output is going to consider calendar time zone, is going to consider whatever you have changed it to. And if that's different from your desired time zone output, then the output is adjusted to the desired time zone. And this is like from the perspective of the person in a different time zone from where you are, so that he can consider in his own local language, if you may, and this actually matches your real time, like the difference considered. So that's pretty much why we request that country, language, and time zone. So that's that. Let me know if there is any additional information that you think is required to perform this process. Hope for the best and have a great day.